Coming up this afternoon,
South West Surrey MP Jeremy Hunt faces tough questions from a student audience. Can the former Foreign Secretary hold on to his seat?
a 3-year project to transform Farnham finally gets underway.
And a very 80s tribute to a much-loved brother.
Three of the election candidates competing for the South West Surrey constituency have taken part in a general election at the University for Creative Arts last week, with the general election just 3 days away. The Conservative Party's Jeremy Hunt has held the seat for 14 years since the retirement of Virginia Buntley, though that could all change on this week, Adam reports.
Former Cabinet Minister and Conservative candidate Jeremy Hunt, Labour's Tim Corrie and the Liberal Democrats candidate and current Deputy Leader of the Waverley Borough Council Paul Follows all attended this 29th of November event, with the issue of trust and misinformation coming to the forefront of the debate. Paul Follows was the first in the firing line, with a letter being sent out in the South West Surrey constituency by the Lib Dems. This letter is a plea from a so-called independent polling and elections expert for voters to elect the Lib Dems, although it's only clear that it's been sent from the party in the small print at the bottom. This was picked up on by an audience member who directly challenged Follows on this.
I actually wrote to our party HQ immediately for an explanation of why they sent that sort of material out, and have asked them to stop sending it out and to tell us if they're going to send anything else like that. So I apologise profusely if it's misled anybody. I will just say it does say Liberal Democrats on it, and he is an independent pollster. So in terms of genuinely being misleading, I think that's an interpretation. But yeah, I don't support anything that's like that, and I have written to our party to make that view very clear.
Meanwhile, former Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt has had troubles with his own party. The Conservative Party press office Twitter account changed its name and branding to Fact Check UK on Twitter during the ITV leaders debate between Boris Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn last month. This was seen as being misleading by opposition figures.
We wonder why we've got such low levels of participation in our democracy, and that's it. It's the spin and what's been coming from both the Liberal Democrats in this constituency with some of these leaflets, which are very frustrating and misleading, and from Conservative HQ. I mean, it's unbelievable, really, isn't it?
Sometimes in politics you have to call out your own party when they do the wrong thing, and I think it was the wrong thing to have something that purported to be a fact check that came from the Conservative Party. And I'm prepared to say that up front, and I think that we should be setting an example, because there is too much disinformation going out on social media, too many conspiracy theories.
After the last 3 years of Brexit deadlock and differing views from all sides, the UK faces one of its most important general elections in decades. Voters will have the chance to have their say at the ballot box on December the 12th. Adam Jones, UCA News. After 20 years of planning and debating, the long-awaited redevelopment of Farnham Town Centre is finally underway.
There are plans for a new shopping centre, cinema and more housing, but what impact will it have on the more traditional heart of the Surrey town? Richard Curtingman investigates.
In the autumn of 2022, the new Browers Yard in Farnham will be open to the public. In 2 years, Farnham citizens will be able to enjoy a brand new shopping centre. According to Crest Nicholson, the whole development will be completed in 2022, but it will be open in phases from spring 2021 for restaurants and cinema businesses. According to the Section 106 legal agreement, £3 million has been contributed towards infrastructure and community assets by Chris Nicholson. It is expected to create 800 new jobs and bring more people into the town centre. Farnham is a town with significant historic interest. Many old buildings line its streets, including a number of Georgian houses.
Farnham town is worth preserving. The reason I think this is because it's a very old market town. It has developed very naturally throughout time and has a rich history. It's also a town that has a strong craft element to it, I think it's important for the town to recognise its growth. So if they're putting in place something that's new but also makes the town look better, I think that's important. And as long as the businesses that lived within that unit were able to be rehoused, then that's absolutely fine.
Despite the change to Farnham cityscape, progression is held at a higher priority than the history of now demolished 1960s buildings.
It all started in Alton, and this was the second one up in Woolmead, which is now taken down and moved here. We've been here now for about 2 years on this location in Castle Street. It's really good. It's a better business here for us here, this location, compared to up there. But so far we're going to stay here. Previous one wasn't really, in my opinion, suitable for Farnham, but I hope that the new project is going to bring increased business and being better.
Surrey has the highest GDP per capita of any English county, and already this development plan seems to be only raising that figure.
I think if there was a new shopping centre, I might spend more time out with my friends because there would be a better place to go.
Residents look forward to finally having available entertainment facilities.
It's been an ongoing thing now for, it must be over 15 years. We promised affordable housing, which would be wonderful because there is a lack of affordable housing for young Farnham people. So we certainly hope that that comes through. There will be another cinema. Again, that would be something that whole 2 generations have grown up without in Farnham. So it would be nice to have something on our doorsteps.
This is reported from UCA News Centre, MA Digital Media Group. Thanks for watching.
The redevelopment has divided Farnham's existing business community. Some are concerned that the independent stores could be squeezed out by the arrival of big chains, whilst others feel the town can only benefit from the anticipated extra footfall, as I've been finding out. Brightwell's Yard and the Woolmead are the planned regeneration schemes which are currently under construction in the Surrey town of Farnham. This Brightwell scheme is set to bring a new shopping centre to the town, as well as restaurants and a 6-screen cinema to add to the stores that are already present within the town centre, whilst the Woolmead aims to create new homes in the area of East Street and Woolmead Road. The Farnham Chamber of Commerce was first established in the 1920s, with the aim of supporting and promoting local businesses in the town.
Independent business and being part of an independent business myself is hugely important to the culture, keeping towns alive, giving people entrepreneurial spirit, giving people an aim. A lot of people want to be business owners, so they should have the opportunity to go and set up.
Several large chain stores are expected to come to Farnham with the regeneration, including multinational retailer Marks & Spencer and clothing store Sea Salt. The membership organisation will continue to do everything it can to offer support to local businesses when the phased opening of Brightwell's Yard begins in 2021.
So regeneration is going to happen. You have to face it, you have to deal with it, and you have to take the positives away from it. In terms of the Chamber, it's really important that we look after our existing membership, but also that we continue to grow. And if we can collaborate between the new businesses that want to come in and supporting the old businesses, that has to be the ideal.
A deal between Waverley Borough Council and developers Crest Nicholson for this £115 million Brightwell scheme was struck in February last year. Not only will the regeneration include shops, restaurants and a cinema, 239 apartments are also in the process of being built under the watchful eye of the developers, with the view of making Farnham a more popular place to shop. The general public in the town have given their predictions on the future of independent businesses when the regeneration is complete.
I think the big companies take their places, like the Marks & Spencers, and kill the future of the independent stores, and I think that's what gives Farnham its character.
I guess it's difficult to predict in light of the political current climate with Brexit and things, but what I really hope for Farnham is that there will be space for independent businesses. I hope that the rents are kept low enough for that to happen.
The opening of Brightwell's Yard is scheduled to be fully complete by the autumn of 2022. Whether this will mean more trade for already existing local businesses in the town remains to be seen. Adam Jones, UCA News. If you're a local business in and around the Farnham area and would like to find out more, visit farnhamchamber.org.uk.
Black Friday is traditionally the start of the Christmas shopping season, but are people rushing to the stores this year? We sent out our reporters Peter Han and Cheryl Hall to London's Oxford Street to see how the pre-Christmas sales are going. So Peter, this is the first time you've been to Oxford Street at Christmas time. What was it like?
Yeah, it's the first time I go to the Oxford Street in Christmas time, and the environment is really good. Everything is, yeah, everyone show me the this is Christmas, and the light is with red and white. Yeah, and everywhere I can see the Christmas tree. Yeah, it's really good, beautiful.
Is it very busy?
Yeah, it's very busy because on Black Friday, everyone want to shop in here and have some sale. Yeah, so yeah, there's so many people.
And Cheryl, you went with some of your friends, right? What did you end up buying? What did they buy?
Because that day is a really special day for people shopping, and we want to feel the atmosphere when all of them in a crowded street. It's really fun, and they buy something for themselves and as a gift for their family. Yeah.
Do you think the prices were less than they usually would be?
Yeah, the price is really nice and have a big difference from than before. It's really good for us to shopping.
Which store seemed the most popular this year?
On the Oxford Street, we went a store named Selfridges. I know that, and there are so many people. It's so famous. Yeah.
Did you buy anything nice in Selfridges? Find any bargains?
Yeah, we bought some cosmetics and some clothes and some interesting things for friends.
Nice. And Peter, did you get anything jazzy in the sales?
Yeah. And you see this lovely hat and lovely clothes, and there's so many sale as that day. Maybe it eat £200 before, but now it's just 150. Yeah, it's very cheaper. Yeah.
Oh, well, nice. Cool. Sounds like you guys got some jazzy deals.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. The Christmas season for most families usually starts with a fight for some tinsel and a cat chase with the baubles until the family home is covered in Christmas cheer. For a small town in Surrey, Farnham Christmas cheer has been taken to the next level with the 100 Trees Christmas Festival. Angel went to find out more.
St Andrew's Church, located in the centre of Farnham, is celebrating Christmas a little different this year with the 100 Trees Festival. Farnham locals far and wide have come together to create trees which represent their community. Some have decided to focus on political issues such as global warming and litter, others pull together to create stunning pieces of work. Rector of St Andrew's Church, David Uffendale, and organiser Sue Aston had this to say about the event.
So the tree event is just an amazing thing. It happened a few years ago when the church decided it would be brilliant to offer something to the community as a way of allowing people to come in and see our amazing building and allow them to express their creativity. And so we've now had 3, and we simply approached businesses and charities and schools and individuals in the community and said, could they please come up with a tree, decorate it, and be part of our festival?
I think, well, at the moment, I think we all need a bit of light relief from what's going on around us. And this brings people in. It's a meeting place. People meet old friends here. You'd be surprised, oh, I haven't seen you for years. And then they go off and have a coffee and catch up. So it's a feel-good factor. I honestly feel this has a big feel-good factor in the community. And there are people who have lived in Farnham all their lives and have never been in this church. And they may come back to the services over Christmas and enjoy themselves, or come to one of the groups we have, or just keep going with friends they've met here and made. So we think it has an overall feel-good factor.
Other creators use the event as an opportunity to bring life to those they've lost over the last year, celebrating Christmas with the belongings they loved.
Ours is the VH video cassette Christmas tree. It's in tribute to my brother, who very sadly passed away this year. He suffered from Williams syndrome, which meant he had a basic mental age of 4, which always stuck at 4. But he absolutely loved 1980s videos. He loved cricket, he loved tennis. And so it was a fitting tribute to him. This church meant an awful lot to him as well. And Christmas was his favourite time of year. So you put the videos, the Christmas tree festival and this church together, and you come up with a fantastic video Christmas tree.
Angel Nathan, UCA News.
over to the weather now with Megan Isherwood.
Today is looking pretty sunny, so all you drivers take care out there as that winter sun can hang quite low. Temperatures are looking to vary around 9 degrees with highs of 10 degrees during the day. During the night, however, it gets much chillier with the temperature dropping to lows of 1 degree tonight, so wrap up warm. The rest of the week is predicted to be quite rainy with temperature varying between 11 and 8 degrees during the daytime.
What are you doing on the weekend, Angel?
Oh, you know, the usual, going to a pub and celebrating Christmas with friends. What about you?
I guess it's only a Monday, but you always look forward to a good rest, don't you? I think you always look forward to a good rest.
Good pine.
Yeah, I think so. That's all we've got time for today. Thank you for watching UCA News.
Bye.